Hello everyone, I'm happy you're able to join us for this session. We're going to answer the question of what does every national sales team need to succeed? My name's Ben Hamilton and I'm a senior CRM and marketing automation consultant with Evolution Marketing Services. We help organisations with national sales teams improve their sales processes and performance. We commonly talk with organisations that have a national presence, they're Australian based, they have multiple locations and branches throughout Australia, and their workforce is very often mobile. Salespeople in these organisations need to nurture and maintain the important business relationships with prospects, clients and referral sources. As such, they're often under pressure to perform. And frequently, when we look at the staff on those sales teams, they may have initially started on the tools and have moved into a sales role over time. Most of the time, these are established organisations that have grown to have a very strong presence in the marketplace, and they have a desire to improve their market share and get more productivity from their sales staff and other business units. These organisations are looking to get themselves set up for the next stage of their business success, ready to meet the next 10 years. So what are the typical challenges experienced by national sales organisations? Outdated legacy systems and a lack of structure around lead management, opportunity management, quote management and account management. We see a profusion of spreadsheets, double entry of data, inconsistent data and processes, and reporting based on incomplete data or delayed access to reporting. This situation leads to frustration at all levels, from the salespeople all the way to the board. So what does a national sales team need to succeed? The answer is a full-featured, cloud-based, integrated CRM system. We're going to look at the issues that many national sales teams have and explain how this full-featured, cloud-based, integrated CRM is the answer. At this point, we will note that exactly which CRM is less important than the fact that the CRM be full-featured, cloud-based and integrated. It needs to integrate with other systems like accounting and marketing. Over the last 30 years, CRM software has evolved an enormous amount. It's very different to what it was even just 10 years or 5 years ago. Although the solution's been around for 30 years, it's rather different now to what it was. Today, we all have higher expectations of what quality business applications should deliver. We think of Uber, Facebook and Airbnb. We expect business applications to work not just on our desktop computer, but from any of our mobile devices, Windows, Mac, Android, iPhone and iPad. Being cloud-based means that regardless of where staff are, they can work from any device, anytime. Many legacy systems are not capable of doing what the organisation requires. Because the CRM's old, it's out of date, and not doing what's currently expected by the workforce of the organisation, it's not helping the organisation to maintain client relationships. They're not mobile. Staff are not using the system. They can't be configured or customised easily. Sometimes the systems are still manual systems, and staff often view these legacy systems as a pain to use. Some organisations are using old CRM solutions that haven't kept pace. Another problem for many is that their existing CRM is incomplete. They have a mismatch of different systems that don't talk to each other across the organisation. So a modern CRM system will be cloud-based, mobile-friendly, easy to customise, easy to use, fast and full-featured. When a CRM is not customised to the organisation it is used in, so that it can directly benefit the salespeople, then it's failing the organisation. The CRM should track not only what you've sold to a client, but what a competitor has sold to the client, as this allows salespeople to identify both new and recurring opportunities. The CRM should automatically remind salespeople of crucial information, such as when equipment a client has reaches a certain age. When this automation is in place, salespeople can call the client at a time in the equipment life cycle that's important to the client and deliver the client value by doing so, and they get the sale as a result. The cause of many existing problems is that there is a lack of systemization around this sales process. We know this has not been easy in the past because there's a lot that you need to manage in a sales organization. Most pre-existing systems lack structure around these areas of lead management, sales and opportunity management, quoting, customer account management, and sales forecasting. Many of these issues are time-consuming and very manual, which leads to these activities not always getting done consistently or regularly. An inefficient organisation often has data in many different places rather than synchronising back to one central source. Salespeople will often have information about prospects, clients and opportunities in progress inconsistently spread across phones, tablets, laptops, notebooks, paper diaries, post-it notes and the back of envelopes. They will have information in multiple spreadsheets and Word documents, and it will be spread across local devices and network drives. It's an information minefield. This situation generates two problems. One, it's difficult for salespeople across the organisation to put their hand on information when and as it's required. And two, it creates a bucket load of double entry. Salespeople enter some details into their phone or notepad and then transfer some of those details into a diary or calendar. And as they do so, they'll input some extra information that didn't get added originally, or they'll leave some details out. And the problem here is that each time they do this, they're copying the same bits of information, names, addresses, emails, and other product details. They type it over and over again. Then they put it into a quote document. They put it into follow-up emails and reports for sales managers. Each time they're redoing it, and each time they're introducing the chance to make mistakes and copy it differently. And then when the client finally approves a quote, the salesperson retypes it all again for the accounting department so that they can raise an invoice. A lot of double handling of data. With all this information spread out across the organisation, it means that management can't see the information they need to know to discern if the organisation is running the way it ought to. Because the reporting is manual and relies on multiple people to do various steps individually and promptly, but they all do it slightly differently, some of them get delayed and others will prioritise talking to a hot prospect rather than submit their reports, it causes the figures they report to be either incomplete, inaccurate, or both. As I'm sure you can guess, this creates a great deal of frustration for the salespeople, management and the board. Let's look a bit deeper at lead management for a moment. When there's no central record of leads, it means we can't tell how much revenue came from new leads versus existing business. We don't know which marketing efforts are producing the results. If there's not an automated, consistent lead assignment process, we end up with leads that fall through the cracks, and we end up with sales staff unhappy because they think they're being passed over. It's critical that the lead management process has definition, structure and clarity. It must allow for having parts of it be automated. This means that the lead management will be consistent and therefore reportable. It means we can see meaningful information as to our conversion rates and sources. What about forecasting? Many organisations find it difficult to forecast their future sales. When they do a forecast, they'll often use one or two methods. They'll either base their forecasts on data that comes from the accounting department on sales already made, which is a trailing indicator. And that's unfortunate because it's often old and stale. It's not an indicator of the current efforts of the sales team. Or second, they'll produce it from sales data, however it's unreliable because all the salespeople are reporting inconsistently. So how do we fix this? Well, there's three ways. The first, by reducing the friction for salespeople to enter and update information in the CRM system. The friction between talking with a client or prospect and entering the information needs to be as close to zero as we can get it. This means letting sales staff use a mobile phone, tablet or laptop out in the field to update and look up information. Less friction means salespeople will use it more and management gets better quality data much closer to the event occurrence rather than days or weeks later or never. Second, by integrating the CRM with other business systems such as accounting. By pulling critical data from the accounting system such as lifetime value and balance outstanding, we give salespeople key information they can use in their conversations with clients. It gives salespeople a reason to use the system. And three, by integrating the CRM with the email system, we can see a unified view of communications between our organisation and the client. This is invaluable in making sure that our interactions with the client remain in step with one another. When we integrate other systems within the CRM, it means sales managers don't have to figure out who's handling the opportunity. They'll see it at a glance, without leaving the chair, without making a call, without hunting down whoever it is that's looking after it. They can see what stage it's at and what its likely value is. The significant benefit here is that having better information sooner allows for better decisions to be made sooner. What about quoting? Many organisations have clunky and kludgy quoting systems in place, requiring network drives and copying and renaming of files. Quote versioning is a nightmare. A full-featured CRM makes it easy to use templates customised for the organisation to be used across the board through all the branches by all salespeople. And this means two things. It means consistent terms and conditions, consistent payment terms. These two things on their own help with cash flow. It also means that a consistent visual image is presented to clients. A full-featured CRM will also give salespeople a catalogue of products and services the organisation offers when it's integrated with either the ERP or accounting system. This makes sure that the pricing is consistent. And of course, the CRM will let salespeople create multiple versions of a quote and revert to a previous version as they require. When the CRM system is automated, a client-approved quote should automatically raise an invoice in the accounting system. This saves double handling. What about account management? How does account management benefit from having a full-featured CRM in place? Well, we often see account information that comes from the accounting department, but it rarely gets updated. And if the salespeople update it in their legacy CRM, it rarely gets pushed back to the accounting system. This causes a common situation where there are now two sources of information and it's difficult to determine which one is accurate. An integrated CRM solves this problem by keeping the details of accounts in both systems in sync with each other. Many legacy CRM systems struggle to provide a clear view of communications with our prospects and clients. By having the email system integrated at the email server level, we gain a holistic overview of the interactions between prospects, clients and staff, and that works regardless of which email client or device staff use. Typically, we also see an inability to schedule follow-ups with prospects, clients and internal people efficiently. There's often no meaningful segmentation of prospects or clients, and that means we can't market as well as we could. So we opened this session with the question, what does every national sales team need to succeed? Well, the answer is a full-featured, cloud-based, integrated CRM. So which CRM do we recommend and implement for our clients? Well, some years ago, we looked for a full-featured CRM product for our national clients, and after spending a lot of time and effort investigating the options, we settled on Sugar CRM. Sugar CRM is a full-featured, cloud-based system, and it has excellent mobile access and many other great features. Sugar CRM is in use by some of the largest companies in the world, including IBM, but it also works for smaller organizations as well. Sugar CRM is customizable, configurable, and more cost-effective than most of its competitors. We recommend and implement Sugar CRM for our clients because it's because it addresses each issue we've just discussed, plus a number of others that we haven't talked about. Sugar CRM provides a centralized, structured way to work. It's easy and understandable for sales staff and management to use. Sugar CRM lets salespeople have better quality conversations with more prospects and clients. An excellent next step to address the issues we've discussed is to look at what a modern, full-featured, cloud-based CRM, such as Sugar CRM, can offer your organisation. If you'd like to know more, get in touch with us.